Why was I talking the whole time and I wasn't recording? Anyway, I gotta say it over again. I'm talking about my Samsung washing machine. They had some recalls on top loader washing machines. Apparently mine is not considered, because also my washing machine is a front loader, right? When it says front, you should know what I mean, right? Anyway, so my washing machine has been giving me trouble. It was a year that I got it in July, right? So I got it last year in July. I calls in. It was a problem going on for, sometimes it's a problem, but you don't call right away. So I waited. It was going on for months, the problem, right? It's like a banging sound, like you, right? And it was going on for a minute, like real minute. So I finally called it in July. I didn't even know July was my year, because I just don't keep up. So I just know I bought it last year. I didn't know exactly which month I bought it in, nothing like that. So I called in July, and lady did some they was wanting to troubleshoot before they actually solve a problem or whatever. They wanted to troubleshoot. So I troubleshooted, and it worked for the first wash, because she stayed on the phone with me. It was like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever the time was. She stayed on the phone with me that whole time and asking me how it sounded, things like that. The lady told me, as long as you call for this problem again, they will cover it because it's under warranty when this happened, right? That's what she told me. Okay, so literally right after I got off the phone and I washed a lot of clothes a week. I wear everything once. Only thing I wear more than once is like a jacket or coat or sweater, something like that. Everything else gets worn once in my house. I'm not wearing more than one time. That's just not how. That's how I am. That's how it is. What it is, right? So, literally after I did the next load, the sound happened again, but I didn't call. I was like, she told me that she gave me reassurance, everything. So I didn't think to call back right away. I called back. That was July. This is one month in September, right? It's my fault to call back right away, because this wouldn't have happened to me. But the lady gave me reassurance, so I didn't think it was a problem. Cause call back about the same damn problem, right? So I called back, right, a couple of weeks ago, and the person was trying to argue with me. I'm like, all you gotta do, if y'all claim all y'all calls are like recorded, you can go back in there and listen to what she said. Because they didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay for it cost money for the person to come out there to look at it, and it cost money for the parts. So they didn't want to pay for that. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what are you talking about, you guys? I'm like, then the guy came back to me. I said, okay, we'll pay for the parts. We'll probably the parts. I don't know how much parts it's going to cost. I'm not really sure. He said, I'll pay for the cost, but you have to pay the $120 for the person to come out here. And it's like the $95 or something else. I'm like, oh, he said something. You know what? Because they're not giving me no results. Honestly, what I should have asked for is the manager. But I was trying to be kind about it. I should have asked for a damn manager. Okay, so that happened, and then they have Samsung. I live in New York City, so it's like, I think New Jersey and New York is together, something like that, and they have another thing. This is weird. Anyway, sorry, it's throwing me off. So they have Connecticut and other places put together, but I went to the office for New York City, and they have they call you and they ask you what days when they do whatever. So the guy was coming up to my apartment last week Thursday, right? I ain't get no call, no nothing. I'm like, this is crazy. How the hell are you not calling me about, like, if you're coming? It sent me a text that he's coming on the way, and he never showed up. Then they said they called me, and they haven't got me. I got a call for the first time today. Today is Tuesday. It was last week, Thursday was my appointment. So I missed a call. I don't know what I was doing, something, but I missed a call. So, and I got a text message saying, oh, we had to cancel because we couldn't get you. You tried to call me one time. I have no missed calls from you at all on my phone. I don't have no messages on my voicemail. I check my voicemail sporadically, but I didn't see no messages like or miss anything from you guys. What are you talking about? Honestly, I didn't listen to the voicemail yet, but I didn't see no missed calls, so I'm assuming that it's not a voicemail there. Guys, see a missed call. Okay. So I had to call back Samsung. They had to open up another ticket. Then today, like, it's just been problem. First was the banging, right? Then I think it's metal fragments. I'm not sure what's happening, but under the washing machine at the side, on the right hand side at the bottom, stuff is getting shaved off. So it's like, to me it looked like metal. I don't know if it's just dirt, but it don't look like dirt though. It looked like metal is getting, like, because every time it's banging against something, and then it's like the metal fragments is coming off. Then the other day, mind you, I have 2 kids. I have a foster daughter who's 2, and I have an 8-year-old, right? I'm saying this because if my 8-year-old get hurt, I'm not saying I don't want to get hurt, but if a foster kid get hurt in your house, God forbid, because the washing machine's not staying in place. It's moving from side to side. It's moving around. It's moving, doing this. Look, granted, I think it'll be harder for the thing to fall over, but the way it's acting and moving in my apartment, bruh. So, I don't know, you know, the little thing at the side, at the bottom, the right hand thing where you could like kind of get the water out the washing machine, and you also could turn out the thing to get like a lid or whatever out the washing machine. The little door on that came off. It's been banging. It came off, right? I'm like, what the hell? Like I had another washing machine. I feel like if I would have known better about what I know now, I would have just paid the people $120 on my last washing machine and saved the money on this washing machine. I wouldn't have bought this one. I would have kept the last one, was white. And I'm just saying because this one I think is silver or whatever. I would have kept that one and saved the money and just paid for that. But I was being cheap. And then all my savings went off. Like, bruh. And I want to get a house. But all these things be costing a lot of money. Anyway, I can't afford a house right now. But God can make a way. I'm just saying. Anyway. So, what happened? The little door fell off. Water is leaking out of it, right? The door opened. This is what I'm talking about. This is so dangerous. The door opened while it's still... This is how crazy it is. Y'all don't have a recall on this thing. And the kicker, the new problem, because I'm still washing clothes. So when our banging start moving, when I hear the banging, I just run to the kitchen, and I just hold it in place until the banging stops. It only goes when it's like rinsing and spinning. So no, I think it's when it's spinning actually. Only spin, not rinse. So when it's spinning, that's the time it's banging. So I have to hold it, just like hold my knee and everything, right? Why now? I didn't realize, because when I'm holding the washing machine, I'm not looking inside to see if anything's going on. My daughter was in the kitchen with me. Why is it sparking? Why? And I have a video. Why the hell is it sparking? But y'all don't have a recall on it? Probably I should have stopped using it. But even when it sparked, I had to continue washing. I don't want to go to washing machine. I don't like going to laundromat. I live in New York City. I don't like going to laundromat. Probably it's a dumb idea, but I need to do at least 2 more loads of clothes before, because they come back. They made a new appointment for me, but it's on Monday. I need to wash. I don't have time to go anywhere else. So I'm going to have to take the chance. And hopefully I don't burn my whole building. If you see me on the news, you know why. It's my fault. Sorry. But it's banging. It's like, it's not flames. It's like, you know when you're doing the fire, and you go like you're starting a fire out in the forest, and you go with like the 2 rocks. It's like that. And it's in the part, the front loader washer, you know. It's like a rubbery thing, and there's like another thing, like a little edgy side, I want to say, is it? That's what the things are. And water and fire does it. Because it's probably an electrical problem. It's not like it's just flames, you know, like you're putting a match on this. It's probably an electrical thing. It means it can start a fire. Should I plug it out? Like, but if it's not moving, it probably they won't give you a resist. I don't know. But I'm like, so I told the guy, I called Samsung tonight. I was like, can I just check to make sure my stuff is not recalled? He said it's only the top loaders. I'm like, oh yeah, like what do you have to do for things to be recalled? He said he can't put it on a list. He gave me the number for that top loader thing. And I said, how can I asked him, how can I get the stuff like on a recall list? Because there's no way a washing machine is supposed to serve you for a couple of years. And it's not like I have a big family. There's only 3 of us here. And I wash every week. I wash like 3 or 4 times a week. So I wash sheets, lights, darks, and my daughter's uniform. So at least 3 to 4 times a week I'm washing. And towels, so 4 to 5 times a week, right? Because sometimes I make the towels wait a little bit longer to get a little bit more in there, so I could, do a bigger load of towels. Towels are heavy, but yeah. So I'm like, there's no way it should be breaking down after a year and some change. Really, a year, less than a year, because the problem started way before July. I just called in July, and I told this lady that, and y'all still want me to pay, but I'm gonna pay. So I'm so annoyed. Like, when I say I'm annoyed, I am annoyed. Samsung, I love you, because I have all your phones, I have your stuff. I don't have your tablets. Your tablets are trash. I have your watch. Like, the fact that I gotta pay, and you have things about to set my whole apartment off, like, it could set my stuff on fire. Like, I have a fire extinguisher just in case, because I do foster care, so I have that. But I shouldn't have to think. And I don't like fire either, so I was like, I'm so annoyed. I'm just really annoyed. Let me go try to do this thing for my class tomorrow, because I can't. Like, anyway, guys, later.